Definitely been a few days since I went live. What's up, everybody? Hey, Renovia. How's it going this morning, sis? So, it's definitely been a few days, y'all. It has definitely been a few days. Y'all know how I am. I get busy and then I dip off on y'all. This morning, my whole space is unorganized. Everything is everywhere back behind me. I got stuff everywhere, y'all. So, I decided to come on here and talk about some things and tell y'all some exciting news and all that stuff because I was supposed to got a few orders that I need to get out and I have not been able to get those orders out yet. Hey, Miss Renovia, it's just me and you so far. You doing okay this morning? Girl, I have locked my debit card. Um because I can't find the card, and that's the card that I run my orders on. So I'm gonna either have to transfer some stuff or something. But you getting busy? Good, good. Yes, ma'am. Whew. We need to try to stay busy. Stay busy. Let me see. So I had to move my desk. Everything is kind of moved around. All the printers are out of the way. The DTF machine is up and going, girl. It is up and going. I'm going to take this and put this Lazy Susan. I have my printer on it. And I don't want my printer to, not my printer, but my laptop. I don't want my laptop to be flat because, you know, the fan, I use so much um, graphics and stuff on my laptop that I want to make sure that that fan is able to get air. So I'm going to take this and tape it to it because this is what I use on it. So that, just so that with some double-sided tape on my Lazy Susan, I've got the laptop of the Lazy Susan now, and I'm going to be getting things done. I like to have it on the Lazy Susan because you know what? I'm not going to be able to go all the way up there, but I can come to here. I like to have it on that Lazy Susan because I like everything to be accessible and I can move everything around from place to place. So I'm just going to tape this on there. Yes, ma'am. Talking about getting organized today. You got to get it together. Um, the shed needs to be insulated. Yeah. Um, I know, and it's so hot here in Texas that you gotta get that insulation. You gotta get that insulation off in it before you put it in there. I'm gonna tell you where I had got my insulation when we because I built a building out back for Ken for the dogs and we had to insulate it. And so I got the insulation from the Habitat store. Sometimes they have really, really good deals. So that's where I got mine from. Y'all, this double stick tape is everything. It is everything. It's a little hard to get it off of but one thing about it is when you tape something down, y'all notice that on the channel, I'm always taping stuff down in place. It's a part of the way that keep myself organized. If it's because if you're like me and you move stuff around all the time, tape it down. If it has a place and you don't want it to move, if you tape it down, it will keep your workspace clean. My workspace is a hot mess today because, and let me cut this light off, turn it at least up out of my face. The workspace is a mess today because I moved all the printers off of the table and off of my desk. And so now I've got to buy something to put those on. I got to buy something to put them on. So this is what I'm doing, y'all, is just taping this down to here so that it don't keep moving. And then once I get it, it'll be on the Lazy Susan. So I had to move all the printers. So I got to figure out where I'm going to put the 3 printers at. Where I'm going to put the 3 printers at this morning. So that I ended up putting the DTF printer on the desktop because it needs more attention than anything else. So there we go, y'all. Got the Lazy Susan popping now. So that's my Lazy Susan now. So now I can put the laptop on here and it will just sit on the desk and I can spin it around from side to side. So that's the good thing, what I got popping. Good morning, Jesse. How you doing this morning? So I'm gonna actually sit the laptop on there now. I'm also show y'all, maybe y'all can see the back of my laptop. This is another little trick. So I have that USB card that's on the end, that USB port, so that I could get some additional stuff added on it. That's a little bit high. No, it's not high at all. I guess that's where I normally have it. I like for my laptop to be at face level, y'all. You want your laptop to be at face level because it will, okay, clicking it in. Now it's clicked in. So that when you're working, you don't get fatigued. So if you're looking down all the time like this at your computer, it will start to mess with you up in here. So I try to keep it. So now with it being up on that, it keeps it at eye level. So got it up at eye level. And so now I got to put this whole room back together. I got to put this whole room back together. I did let me show y'all the DTF print. So this is the first one I did. I showed y'all the other day, but this is the second one that I did last night, and I'm moving stuff so I've knocked something around though. So this is the second one that I did, and I haven't pressed anything, but that's it, y'all. It looks really nice. My white isn't thick at all. I'll show it to y'all. I didn't put any powder on this or anything because I have not gotten a chance to do it, to put any powder. I haven't figured out where the powder is going, like where the little powder box is going to go. So we DTFing up in here. We are DTFing up in here, and I'm going to bring y'all a whole several tutorials on it. Renovia, let me put that back up for you. And I'm just going to bring the whole thing, sit the whole thing up. So that is, let me see, that's the port. So it's just a USB port. And I showed one the other day, but you can jump on Amazon and buy one of these for a few dollars. And so what I do, that allows me, so it stays on, and the USB port that's on there, y'all know what's still holding it on there is this double-sided tape. So I have the double-sided tape on there so that it won't come off. So that part stays on the computer. When I unhook the laptop, it's just like pull out the little prongs and go. So I've got cards over here on the side now. So I need to get a little hook, and I'm probably going to jump on Amazon and I'll show y'all that whenever I get it done. But that's what's going on. Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Those colors is looking good. Those colors is looking good. Renovia, y'all know that I went with, I'm going to tell y'all, I ended up going with STS inks. And I've done a lot of research, and I'm going to show y'all some stuff. I'm going to tell y'all uh, on the STS inks. So, and I'll tell you why I went with this girl. Why I went with this. Hey, hey, Miss Arlene, how you doing? The reason I went with these STS inks right here is because y'all see this right here where it says Echo Pass on there. Let me try to get the camera to get it clearly. So, don't know if y'all can see it, but right down there it says OEKO-text registered and Echo Pass with the register mark. Not to mention the color inks. Colors are in our DNA and made in USA. This company, y'all, I think this company's moved to the US, opened up the US office, right, in the USA. And these inks are made in the USA, which this ink is the only ink that's out there. This is the only DTF ink, y'all, that has this Echo Pass label. And if you don't know what that is like when you pass that, get that certification, then it means that like your inks have gone through the process and it's not hazardous to your health. So with me handling these inks, I ain't gonna die, right? I know I'm not gonna get the cancer and all that stuff because it's eco-friendly, environmentally friendly to your health. So my thoughts was with this ink is for me because I've been screen printing for a long time, and certain inks, like with screen printing inks, you have material safety data sheets and stuff like that. So I know a lot of stuff that other people that are getting into the game may not know. And I know that it's been times that I've had problems with like my lungs with screen opener and using different products that are caustic to your health. So I wanted to make sure that I went with something that was going to be good for me, right? um and the inks, this white, I don't think this white is it's doesn't appear to be really thick. And I see a lot of people saying, you know, well, your white needs to be real thick. My white is not thick. And but this is my thought on that. And I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but with the inks, y'all, these people have been making inks for a while, right? They've been making inks in the US since 2005. And these are the inks that they use in the big machines, like in the regular DTG machines that are now that, you know, now they're going in making DTF inks. And so my thought, just from me working on Epson printers over the years, is that, you know how, and this ink is made for my print head, right? For my print head. And that's really important because when you're choosing, like when you go out and you say, okay, I'm going to get into DTF, and you start looking at inks and stuff, I think there may be an issue in the compatibility with different printers. Because think about it, y'all. When you go and buy an Epson printer or any printer from the store, right? You can't just go put any ink in it. You go back, you get the cartridge number that matches the printer. Y'all following me out there? You get the cartridge number that matches the printer. So when you get that cartridge number that matches the printer, it's like, okay, you got to put a Pacific ink in there because it is Echo Pass. Yes, ma'am. Echo Passport. If it has that Echo Passport, look up OEKO-text, TEX, and look up what that means and what that certification and the Echo Passport certification and what it means. Because when I come to bring y'all the information, I'm just bringing it to y'all, and I be wanting to give it to y'all straight up, right? So that you understand and so that you know, because I was talking to Shell and she told me, she said, hey, you need to speak on it, because a lot of times, a lot of people that are getting started, they don't know like the problems that I've experienced were when we were in, when I was working in the print shop, in the back, in the production area. My skin would, I would get bumps all the time, y'all. My skin would break out. And me and Ken both had an experience where we would have issues with our lungs, losing our voice all the time and stuff like that. And for those of y'all that don't know, way a long time ago, I was a nail tech. And I used to do nails, and I did sculpts, right? That's how old I am. I did sculpts. So we used to use, you know, the liquid, and I stopped doing nails because of that. And so ever since then, I've been I'm very careful about what comes into contact with me and things that I use. So that's why Renobia and my boss members, y'all know I'm gonna give it to y'all 100. So don't be afraid of these inks because they're thinner. These inks, this is the thing, these inks are made actually for certain things, right? Let me answer that question, Renobia. That's why I asked you about the TX31. I knew you would be able to educate me more on the print heads. Even though some companies have inks for certain printers, it may not actually be that good. Exactly. This is the thing. People say, well, the ink has to be thick, right? It said, people say, oh, the ink has to be really thick, right? Okay, well, think about your print head, right? This print head is a DX5 print head. So if you think about the print head and the inks that are normally going through the ink, through the printer, maybe the thick ink is what clogs the printer. And then you don't know, you don't even know to think about, is my clog coming from the ink, or is my clog coming from me just not being, you know, because I'm not shaking the ink, or, you know, everybody's saying, oh, I'm having ink problems. As a screen printer, I know that when I'm laying down a lot of ink, right, when I'm screen printing on a black shirt, I know that I don't have to lay down a lot of ink to be able to get an opaque look on a black shirt. So I'm thinking it's the same thing with this DTF. As I learn more and go with this journey, because y'all know I like nice, I don't like thick ink. I like things to be nice, thin, smooth, and I want it to last. So we're going to see what this ink is going to do. I had a lot of problems, y'all, with putting, like, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, right? Renobia, you been sick? Thank God. Was it that mold stuff that you thought was in your house? In the, in there? That stuff will, cause there's another thing that'll get you sick, right? But I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about the journey of getting this printer together and getting this DTF going. I looked at a lot of videos, like, and you see everybody's videos they're printing, right? And I didn't find a lot of the questions that I had that I wanted answered, I didn't find in a lot of videos. A lot of the manufacturers are not making videos that really break. They're just selling their inks, right? They're just selling their inks, and they're not making videos to really show you like how to get this printer up and going, how to use the printer and stuff like that. The only and not all of them, but I found a lot of the videos from Big Boy Inks, even though I'm using these inks, I found a lot of his videos to be really helpful. Some of his videos were really helpful. There were some things that I still found that I didn't, that I had a lot of questions about, like how to hit the print button, how to do a head cleaning from the program. And I didn't find any videos on it, so I'm going to do a video on that, how to do that, because after I did the conversion, y'all seen the drama with the inks. After I finally got it in and CADLink sent me the software and I turned it on, it was like, okay, now what, right? Now what do you do once you get it on there, once you get it in there? And everybody just like, oh yeah, go print. That's not the first thing that me as a printer, or that most people are going to do. When you install a printer, the first thing that you want to do is you want to go and you want to do the nozzle check and you want to do a test print, right? I Googled and Googled, and there was nothing out there that told me where to go and where to do the head check, right? So I was told to use the regular printer to do the head check. But when you use the regular printer to do the nozzle check, on the nozzle check, you can't tell what's what because you're using the regular printer settings. Your ink configurations are different. And I don't have the camera set to where I can show y'all. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be, talking on the DTF in between doing other stuff. So that didn't work for me. So I kept going through and looking because I kept saying it's got to be a place to find out where to do the head clean, and I found it, y'all. So their head cleaning looks like this. So I did the head cleaning, I found it, and I'll show it. I'll do a video on the computer and showing, and so just be looking for that video. So did the head cleaning, it came out like this in the nozzle check, right? So those little lines, I knew I had stuff missing, so I did it again. Then I went in and I found what was called quick test in the settings, and I was able to do the quick test, and it asked, and then when I got to quick test, y'all, and test print, finally found it under the printer settings. When I found it, it was like, because CADLink had a bunch of images in there that was already ready for me to print. So I did the test print. One of the people who really helped me to get this thing going, that told me don't stop, was DJ Chit Chat. And they're working the XP group. So both of these are the test prints that come straight out of CADLink. If somebody had said this, I wouldn't have been constantly running test prints, right? I would have been able to just go in there and look at this and see, okay, everything's working or everything's not. Now I'm going to show y'all something. Y'all see this right here? My blue is popping, my pink is popping, my yellow is kind of greenish. I'm going to turn up the light in here so that y'all can see a little bit better. See if I can get it a little bit better. I don't have my other light on the other side. Is that all the way up? Well, I guess the light is. Oh, I know. Let me put it on. My grandbaby was over here the other day, y'all. Hey, Miss Erica, how are you today? My grandbaby was over here. And I tell y'all, that little girl is so bad. Maybe that helps a little bit. I got to put that light on over on the other side. So in here, y'all, my yellow is not. So this should be my yellow. This should be all yellow, and then it should be going into the green and the pinks. And right here should be the yellow. My yellow looks greenish. And I'm going to tell y'all why my yellows look green. My yellows look green because I did not, when I changed my ink configuration, I put the yellow ink, my yellow ink is in the chamber that's actually where your cyan ink goes, right? So my yellow is in there, so I haven't printed enough to purge that out. Now, y'all saw me when I did when I put the cartridges in, I had problems. And then I'll explain to y'all another video about the yellow situation. I did not purge that one channel because um that channel I was having problems with the cartridge, and so I ended up, going back in and doing and putting in the original cartridge. And then I saw um well, I didn't see it. I talked to DJ Chit Chat, which is another person who's YouTubing, and he has a group for DTF printing, right? So he has a newer group, and he's trying to figure everything out. So I talked to him, and he told me that he said, well, I saw Brother Ernest just put the inks in there and just purge out. Well, that's what I used to do with my sublimation. When I would go from regular inks to sublimation, I would just put the inks in there and just print a bunch of purge sheets. Purge sheets are where you do just like a RGB color palette and print those out until the inks go through. And so on that one channel, I just put it in there. So eventually it will turn. But we ready, y'all. We DTFing. As far as like videos, like I said, I saw a lot of people's videos, and the only person I really saw breaking the printer down was Big Boy Inks. Really, the only one that I saw really breaking the printer down. There was some things that I still wanted to see, that he probably didn't even think of, that people would be asking, but good to go. So, let's see here. So I'm gonna talk about, go in here and look at some of this stuff. Yes, ma'am. So Renobia says she can definitely relate because of, oh, I forgot I got this popped up on here so I can actually see what you're saying over here on the thing here. Let me just kind of move some stuff around so that I can see what y'all are saying in here. Okay. Yes, ma'am. The lung issues, that, and y'all, that was one thing that I was crazy about. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be DTFing. Okay, let's see here. RB Rodriguez, welcome to the channel. I hope you became a member, or a subscriber. I hope you subscribe to the channel for more information. Okay, so interested in doing heat transfer. I have a budget of $1,200. What equipment would you recommend? Well, RB, you've got a nice budget to start with. You can do, and it's going to depend on what I recommend. Is really going to be what works best for you, more likely, right? What works best for you. And what type of customers are you going after? Are you wanting to, and the space that you have, do you have the space to where you want to get into screen printing? And this is a screen print machine behind me. I don't know if y'all can see it. If it's a little bit showing a little bit. Screen printing has a big learning curve. It's messy, but it is my favorite form of printing. But there's a lot that goes into it, and it's a big learning curve. Inkjet transfer. So I'm going to tell you things that I do here. I have an inkjet printer, which is for like birthdays, quick little things that I would do on cotton shirts, normally white shirts or light color shirts, where I can just take a regular old Epson printer with the regular Epson inks, buy heat transfer paper, and put that in there. Okay. Eventually, and you have, now with that, you have, the Epson inks are good, but transfer paper, it will end up, some will end up fading, some will crack, some will just wash, slap off. The Jet Pro soft paper, that paper lasts. I have a whole video that you can go look on at different printers. I think at that time I had 3 different printers, and I showed 3 different print technologies. So you can start there if you're just doing stuff for people who are just going to wear a shirt. Let's say maybe they're going to wear it, 12, 15, 24 times. You could start there. You can move a step up. You could say, okay, I want to do sublimation. If you decide you want to go into sublimation, I only recommend sublimation for people who are doing, let's say 25% of your orders are shirts. The other 75% is you sublimating on things like mugs, tumblers, keychains, promotional items, glass, wood, stuff like that. So that's why I have the sublimation machine. I rarely sublimate on t-shirts at all. And actually, since I started doing sublimation, I don't like the polyester shirts. So with sublimation, you're limited to the polyester shirts unless you buy the vinyl where you can do like a printable vinyl, Easy Subli or something like that. I'm not crazy about Easy Subli. I like the Stahls vinyl. My favorite one is the opaque, the Stahls opaque 2. I'll tell you, and we can go in. I mean, this stuff gets deep. You can go into all of that. There are different videos on the channel. But with the Easy Subli was actually made for Sawgrass printers and not Epson printers. So that's why people have a problem when they go to print. Like if you buy the Easy Subli material, which is like a vinyl that you're going to print out, cut it, and then heat press it onto a black shirt. The problem is that the inks are not going to just bond with the Easy Subli material. Same thing with the Stahls material. It's not made for it. But you can use it. So you have to, instead of printing it, if you're using an Epson printer, which I'm not a fan of the Sawgrass printers, y'all. I'm not a fan of Sawgrass printers because of the limitations with the software, the limitations of, you know, like if I buy a printer, I don't want you to make me use your inks. I don't want to have to use your software. So I'm not a fan of that. So I have always used the Epson printers. I've been an Epson girl from the time I got in this game. So that leads you into, if you want to go a step up. So with sublimation, you're going to be limited to light color shirts, 100% polyester. You can print on shirts. They recommend down to 65% polyester, 35% cotton. It gets a little hard there to buy different shirts, different styles of shirts and colors and stuff like that. And so it's a challenge to explain how sublimation works to customers, because you have customers who want to bring their own shirts, or they want, oh, I like a v-neck shirt, or so the polyester thing kind of limits you on the shirts, right? But a lot of people do great with it. A lot of people do great with it, especially with the heather. With the Gildan has a heather shirt that is a 65% polyester, 35% cotton. A lot of people print on that successfully. The other type of printing I do here on the channel is going to be the eco solvent printing, and you can go, there are videos on the home page of the channel about that. Converting, and that's just also the only difference between all of these printers is the inks. The only difference between all the printers that I'm using is the inks. One has the regular Epson ink in it. One has sublimation ink in it. One has Eco Solvent ink in it. The Eco Solvent ink in your printer will allow you to print directly onto the vinyl, versus the sublimation printer. You can use the same vinyl that I'm using, but you have to sub the vinyl onto the shirt, and then press the vinyl onto the t-shirt, and then sublimate on top of it. That's the difference. Both of them wash the same. They pretty much look the same. I prefer the Eco Solvent for the printable vinyl. I prefer that. With the Eco Solvent printer, you can also do, you can do stickers and things like that. And then we have here the DTF, which we're going to move it a step up. Go into the DTF printing, which the DTF printing solves a lot more problems than the Eco Solvent printing, because, well, I don't know. I'm not going to say that yet. But with the DTF printing, if you get into the DTF printing like this will give you the ability to just print this design out, put some powder on it, kind of cure it a little bit, throw the transfers. It's like making your own transfers. It gives you the ability to make full color transfers without having to cut anything or anything like that. Whether the powder is going to work for me or not, I don't know yet. This process is a slow process. Um, Same thing with the echo solvent process. It's a slower process. So I expect to screen printing is a much faster process. I can screen print 120 shirts on an automatic in about an hour, right? If you got somebody to help you, a loader. But so I don't expect for this to replace what I'm doing with screen printing. It's not going to replace it, but it's going to, for me, DTF is going to help out on those small orders. It's going to help out. It's going to help me on like labels, putting like name tags in my shirts or doing caps. So it's going to help out in a lot of other ways, right? Those quick small orders, it's going to help out that way. So I hope that helps. So the best quality printer do you recommend for inkjet? What is the best? Just need to know best quality printer do you recommend for inkjet printer and heat press for my budget that will produce a quality product? So you want to know what's the best printer for you to buy for inkjet printing? Because this is the thing, I can't tell you. It's going to depend on the process that you're going to use. Epson printers, all of them are pretty good. You need to go in, look at the different picoliters, look at the different print heads that are on there, the different inks that come with them. Anything that is, so you have the Echo tanks, they have pretty good print resolution. The anything that's photo or photo stylist, those are going to have, or pro, they're going to have a better print resolution. So you just have to go in there and, and just pick one, because Epson printers are basically Epson printers. Go in and pick the one that you think will work for you as far as the size of the print that you want to print. Figure out what print technology you want to use. If you're going to just use inkjet transfers, you're not going to get the best quality product. You're not going to get the best quality product using inkjet transfers. You're going to get pretty good, like you can get a good quality as far as the one that I use that would last for years is the what was it, the red grid paper over at Coastal, the Jet Pro soft paper over at Coastal. Those work really great for white shirts. When you start getting into color shirts, you'll see the polymer, which is the glue. You'll start seeing it kind of like on the back of the shirt, but you still got to do a printed cut on, like, because you don't want that extra adhesive on your shirts. So dark color shirts, you got 3G paper. That paper is only gonna last so long. So when we talk about quality, it's like, what kind of quality do you want? I wouldn't say inkjet transfers are going to be something that you're going to do like last minute birthdays, 1-2 washes, memorial shirts, things like that. If you have customers who are buying, and you're going to be, in order to get a good inkjet transfer, you need to be using a heavyweight cotton t-shirt, which is like really not in anymore. Like 6-ounce shirts are just really like not it in Texas. I don't know where you're at, but I don't even get a lot of people, y'all, that call for 6-ounce t-shirts anymore. The industry's changed. It used to be everybody wanted that thick cotton, and they would say that the thin cotton shirts were low budget, but they were not. So, any questions? Hey, Miss Erica. Yeah, so that's the answer for the inkjet transfers would be Jet Pro Soft, 3G opaque for the dark colors. If you are going to need a you are going to need a cutter. I would step it up. If you got $1,200 to spend, RB, I would step my game up from. I would step my game up and bypass inkjet transfers altogether, and I would get a 13 by 19-inch printer. That's where the bulk of my money would come from. I would get a 13 by 19-inch printer, Epson printer. And I would try to get one that's a top feed, not the one that goes down like the 7710, the 7720. Sometimes those will jam. I wouldn't get that. I want a printer that's going to have the top feed, that's going to where my paper, I'm going to put my paper in and it's going to come straight down and go through. I think, and I would get a Echo Tank printer. What is the Echo Tank printer that's out now, y'all? Is it the XP15? Is the 1500? That how many? Maybe the X. Is it the XP? I think it's the Echo Tank. I think it's a 1500 that is out. That is, it's either 13 by 19 or 11 by 17. That's the printer that I would get, something like that. That's top fed. Okay. And I would get that. I would go over to the Try the Ink website, which is going to be inkprotoday.com. I will go over there. I will buy the water-based Echo solvent inks that let's see, can somebody go into the under the description? If you go under the description, you will see those inks that come from Try the Ink. And if you use my code that says Latana Robertson, if you use that link and that code, you will get 15% off on your 10% off on your inks. That will put your ink, so the inks are going to run you about 99 bucks. I will get the Echo Solvent printer. That way you don't have to worry about buying cartridges or spending any more money. Okay, there we go. Echo Solvent printer, Echo Tank that Renobia put in there. The inks from Ink Pro Today. That's going to run you another $100 for the inks and $100 for the soft opaque 2 transfers, and you in business. You're going to be able to print on any type of shirt. So how much is that? What is the Echo Tank running Renobia? Is that one like $6.99? You're going to still have some money left, buddy. So if that one's about $700, you're going to spend $100 on inks and $100 on a big roll of vinyl. You're going to be good. Well, you're going to still need, so that's going to put you at about $900. And then go and buy you a cutter. We'll leave you about $300 to go buy a cutter. And I wouldn't go with a Cameo if I had to do it all over again. I would probably look on one of the forums and I'd probably find a well, you're gonna need a printing cut. So you're gonna need a printing cut. Let me see if I can find the exact link, Renobia, with the link for him to use for the to get the discount. Let me see, y'all. Let me see.
If you're thinking about buying solar panels,
cut that off. Don't want that to have any sound. Software inks. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. Oh, can I just go copy? Okay. Copy. Oh shit, where's the chat? Where is the chat button, y'all? Move my chat button. Okay. Okay. Okay, there you go. So that's the link that you should use and the code for the inks. If you go this way, you're going to be able to get 50 uses, 50 prints, 50 washes out of every, at least 50 washes out of every design that you do. And it's going to give you, I don't know if you can see over there. Let's see. I guess I could take it down. This is one of the ones that we did. Y'all, this is the only shirt that I really have left from that we have printed in here. So this is done with the Echo Solvent. This is what I would use because Echo Solvent printers is not having a lot of problems uh, with ink clogs or anything like that. So this is what I would use to get started. Okay. So we gotta talk about some organizing, honey. Y'all know I'm constantly working on this space. Constantly working on this space. Y'all got anything out there that y'all want to talk about? Anything out there that y'all wants to talk about? So I did tell one lady that I would go through and do a video on each and every printer that I have. Y'all, the stuff came in from Amazon, from the Amazon haul that I did the other day. The poop bags, which y'all may not be interested in the poop bags. The poop bags came in. This is the stuff that I put in the cart and I got the huge discounts off of. So this, I'm going to start a box for Ken for when he has the show. So we got the poop bags. Remember that the this was, let me check it and let me see if this is the right one, y'all. Oh, this is a nice thick one. This is a nice thick one. I can't wait to do one on here. So this one is bigger. This is the cardstock for the rhinestones that I told y'all to go in there and order. This is the cardstock for the rhinestones and scrapbooking, card making, and all that. You can make some real cool stuff with this. So all of these are red and that's fine. But the thickness is what you want. So this came in and look at how big. Now, instead of doing the 8.5 by 11, I'll be able to do, what is this, up to 12 by 12 rhinestone designs on this one. And you get 30 sheets. And I think we paid like $5 for this. That was cool, right? Yeah, RB, I tried every product, every vinyl to come up with that one being the best. Only use the best. Only use the best. And I will have to, that vinyl is actually I actually have a link for that vinyl too, y'all. So the second thing that I bought, y'all, and I didn't get the discount on this one, remember, but I wanted these for like local customers who are buying like one shirt, because y'all know sometimes I go and I meet people and they only get one or two shirts. So I was looking for a bag for that, and this is the bag that I decided to go with. Ain't it cute? The only thing special about it is, okay, it has this little good kind of mail thing down here. So I can take on my Echo Solvent printer, I can make my own little sticker and I can put, you know, the Lady Print Boss or, well, T-Shirt Shop Dallas logo on here if I want to. And then if I'm going and I'm delivering these, right, if I'm delivering these, I can just hang that on the door, hang that on their door. And it'll be really, really cute. So the bag is big enough to put, I think I could probably put about 3 shirts in there. Let me see. Let me see what I can get in the bag if you did the roll fold. Well, I don't want to do that one. I did. That one's long sleeve. If I did a roll fold, I could probably do about 3. Because normally I don't get too many single shirt orders. So I normally roll my shirts like this, right? I'll roll my shirts like this. I'm going to make some stickers on the Echo Solvent printer also that will go around the shirt. And then if I roll them and put them in the bag, look, That's the space for one. So I could definitely get at least 3 of them in here. If I was going to ship this, I could still, because this is a poly mailer. This is still a poly mailer, y'all. So if I was going to ship this, I still have this whole back side here that I could put my shipping label on. Or I could put my shipping label right here. It doesn't matter, right? So this is a good deal. I think these were, I don't remember how much these were. So those are the ones that I'm going to use. And I thought it came with some type of hanger. I thought I seen some type of hanger that it said it was coming with, maybe, and maybe it didn't. If it didn't, I'm gonna have to go and buy a little hanger to hang them up. It did not, y'all. So it didn't come with anything to hang it, but I can go buy a little bag hanger and hang this up on the wall. And it'll be easy peasy for me to use. If y'all like that Amazon haul I did the other day, let me know, cause I'll keep on doing them. And then I did show y'all in the last video this thing that I got on Amazon to fold the shirts up. And this is probably gonna go in my grab box, because I doubt if I'll just use it. So it'll probably go in the grab box. I'm going to start buying stuff off Amazon. And if I get different things that I may not use in my business, I will put them in the box for when I do giveaways. Okay. Oh, yes, ma'am. Renovia, that's the perfect way to address it. Go over there, let them give you the demo of each printer, and then decide which one is going to be the one. And don't rush it. Don't rush into making any type of decisions. You see how long it's taking me to do the DTF printer? It's just like taking my time, making sure that I'm getting what works for me, not jumping on the train of what everybody else is getting. Get what's right for you and trying different things. And I like trying different things here on the channel, because if I know that there are a lot of people who jump into things and then you jump in and you don't get any help. So I try to jump in and do what we can do. Don't make any rush decisions, and let us know, right? Let us know. Know better, do better. Right, right, exactly. So y'all know I'm in my space, my workspace. I told y'all my workspace is right at 11 by 11, right? 11 by 11 by 10 and a half by 11. And when it gets dirty, it gets dirty. So I now have 2 trash cans in here. In my attempt to organize everything, I have the folders that are hanging on the wall for customers stuff. I have the shelves over here on the side of the desk. And so I'm just trying, like, once you get everything in your workspace, was talking to Michelle this morning, and she's over there actually now working, putting her studio together. And we were talking about it because a lot of times, you know, like when you start printing, if everything is unorganized, y'all remember a few months ago I said I got to get this place together because I can't be working unorganized. I got to turn some AC on, y'all. I got to turn some AC on. And I'm gonna clean up as I'm talking to y'all. If your workspace is unorganized, then you don't even want to go into the workspace, right? You don't even want to go into the workspace. You don't want to get anything done in there because it's just too much of a challenge. So I tell everybody, I'm going to go ahead and make a video, one of the next videos that are going to be coming up in between all this DTG stuff, DTF stuff, is going to be the video where I'm going to actually show y'all the room. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of work to get the room how I wanted it at all. But once you get everything in and you get everything organized, it's so easy to come in and work, you know. So that's what I'm doing this morning, is trying to get everything back up and get everything organized. I think I'm going to have to jump on Amazon and buy that little three-tier rolling tray to put my printers on now. I think I'm gonna have to do that to put the printers on. Let me show y'all this light. I didn't get this light off of Amazon, y'all, so I don't have a product link for this light, but this light is a desk lamp, and you could probably just jump online and find one. It charges my phone for one. It keeps my phone charged up, so I like that. This light, I can use this light when I'm working and cutting vinyl and put it up like this. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 different light settings on it. And so I use this right there on my desk, and I can see everything with this light. And it's good, even if you want to like YouTube, you can use this as your light on your face also. So this was a good deal, and I think I paid like $15 for this at Home Depot. And look, you can grab it and take it with you, and it's got the USB. So the light is a good deal. Good deal. Let me clean up this place. Just decided I hadn't seen y'all in a minute, and I said, let me jump on here and talk. Woo! Right, about to bust a hip off in here. This is the last thing I gotta put on wheels is the screen print machine. The screen print machine. And I'm just trying to get all of these papers and stuff organized. Y'all, these were some of the things that I did when I went through and was doing the head cleanings to get the machine going. I'm telling you, it was a challenge. So I learned a lot of things that I think honestly I should have just put those inks in there and went over into the CAD Link software and just started printing. But I didn't even have the CAD Link software. DJ Chit Chat told me what the ink configuration should be, and so I went from that and then started doing everything. But you can't see, don't freak out. Like if you do the DTF conversion, don't freak out if you can't see it on the white, because I couldn't see it either on the white paper. You just can't see it. Even when I put it on the yellow paper, it was still hard to see. The way that I saw it was when I did the transparency. So somebody came on my video yesterday, and they were saying the other day, because this was the first print that I did, y'all. This was the very first print I did, and it was running, right? And you see how it doesn't look bright. And so I did say in the video, this is how people do. They jump on your videos and they talk shit, and they don't watch the video. This is screen print transparency film. So I printed it just so that I could see the colors. So of course looks dull because this is screen print transparency and not the actual film for the DTF machine. So the joke on you. Okay. So I am going to try to, I did make a roll, I'm going to try to roll feed my DTF machine, y'all. I'm going to try to roll feed it. I'm going to move all this stuff, getting rid of all these papers. So just clean up, like get rid of all your papers and stuff. I've got a bunch of shirts that I'm trying to organize that I need to get organized that I have not gotten organized. My son is so ready to use that t-shirt folder helper. Yes, you know what? Did you purchase it? Did you purchase the t-shirt folder helper? I tell y'all what, I saw some stuff on YouTube that I didn't buy it. But there are like some little t-shirt things that'll sit your shirts where you can pile like probably like 20 shirts folded for display. I'll probably end up going and buying that and putting it in here. If I was in a walk-in shop, I would definitely have it. I would have already bought it. But y'all know the deal. But that thing is real cool. Hey Terrence, how are you? I'm doing great today. So I'm not I don't celebrate June 17th. I celebrate on the 19th. Celebrate the 19th. So we're gonna celebrate Juneteenth, honey, in Texas. Teenth is the 19th, not the 17th. We celebrate the 19th. But you know, it's gonna be all good. Y'all. Okay, let's talk about Stan Bank. Okay, let's talk about T-shirt side hustle, the made to hustle convention, because I did tell him that I was gonna shout it out. And sometimes I jump on here and I forget. I just thought about it when Terrence said the 17th. I'm thinking about the days. So y'all know made to hustle convention is 2 days. I think it's the 25th and the 26th. He did invite me to come out. Y'all know that's the day that I buried my daddy, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. If I'm going to make it, I'm going to try. But I know that I'm going to probably be spending time with my family because it just depends on how I feel. But for my bosses and my hustlers, I do have a special discount code if anybody wants to get in. Okay? And this is a code that was exclusively given to me for the boss team. So I'm not going to put it in the chat. If you are in Dallas and you want to make that event, I think the event is regularly $400 to get into. And someone asked me, someone said, hey, would you pay $400 to go and see Stan Banks? I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me look up. Let me look it up. Made to hustle, because y'all know one thing about me. I keep it real. What I like, I like. What I don't like, I don't like. If I've had problems with people, I've had problems, but I keep it 100. However it go, however whatever it say, I say. So I'm gonna say some shit right now that people might not like, but I'm gonna keep it 100, because one thing about it is I done already made it in this game. And I tell y'all all the time, if I don't never print another t-shirt again in life, baby, I will be fine. So I can say what I want to say. Thank God that I'm at the point in my career I can say what I want to say. So let me look it up. Because I got to address this. I got to tell y'all this and put the boogie down. So y'all get on there and y'all hit people, tag Stan Banks, tag folks, because look here, they need to come up in here, because I'm finna say some shit that some people might not say, that is real stuff that people need to hear, right? Okay. So I'm over here on the Made to Hustle website, right? I'm on the Made to Hustle website. I'm gonna check it out and tell y'all exactly what I think. I'm gonna tell y'all just what I think about Made to Hustle. So, because I think that some people got it twisted, right? Some people got it twisted. Or they just don't know. Okay. The Made to Hustle event is not like if you're going to, okay, like when we go to the ISS shows and y'all go in and let's say I'm standing up there, I'm talking, I'm giving you a little knowledge, right? It's totally different than that. You go in, you see demonstrations out on the floor and stuff like that. Okay. The Made to Hustle event is more of hands-on training, right? Where you're going to be able to ask questions, more interactive. You're going to be able to ask questions of people and learn different things, right? So hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Because we finna get into some things. I'm finna tell y'all my honest to God feelings on this Made to Hustle event. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff right now. Okay. So, okay. Let me get back to, I need to get back over here to the email. Okay, so the question was asked of me, why would I go and see an influencer, right? There's like a lady print boss. Why would I go see an influencer when I, if I want to get something done, I come to you, right? And get something done because you've been training and I know that you're a good trainer and all this here. Okay, this is the thing. On here on the Made to Hustle flyer, it says influencers present Made to Hustle, right? I have a problem with it. I have a damn problem with it. Okay. I know that everybody says, okay, well, Stan Banks he's an influencer, rich, they're YouTubers, right? They're YouTubers, right? These people are YouTubers. Okay. And so somewhere in here it says Stan Banks and other industry experts. Okay. I'm gonna break some shit down because some people gonna get mad about it, and some of y'all not gonna like it. So the person that asked me, why would I go see Stan Banks? Why would I go see a YouTuber? He show everything on YouTube. Okay, first of all, my problem with this is influencers present, right? Maybe it's made the wrong assumption. Stan Banks ain't no fucking influencer. Well, he's an influencer, okay? He's an influencer. He's an influencer, y'all. But he's an expert at the shit that he do, right? Just like I'm an expert at the stuff that I do. So when people say, oh, why should I go into this event? If you could pay me, when I have a screen print class, my screen print classes, for you to come and sit in a class with me is $400 a head, okay? For you to come and do a 1-day training session. So this is the thing. When you go to Made to Hustle, right, they may have on here that he's an influencer, A-Dub's an influencer, the other guy, Rich, that I don't know too much about, that they're influencers, right? But check this out. That old way is out the door. That old shit, y'all, it's out the door. People are not the experts that you see, like people like Charlie Talib, different, let me stop name dropping. I was just finna start hitting y'all with some names. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Those are older ways, right? So now we into a new era. And so when you go to this convention, it's not just standing up there talking, A-Dub talking, just people just standing up there talking. You are actually learning something. So if you can go and spend $400 on a printer, you can go and spend to get into a event where you're going to actually learn something. When I wanted to learn how to do simulated process printing, guess what? I paid $800 for a class to teach me how to get into simulated process printing, y'all. And so, hey Stan, I'm on here talking shit. I'm on here talking my shit about you right now. I'm on here. I hope I don't offend nobody. But so the question was asked of me is why would they go see Stan Banks? Stan Banks is a YouTuber, right? I don't like that. I don't like that they put that on the fly. I don't like that it's influencers and that it's a play on words, right? I don't vibe with that because I seen somewhere off in there and it says other industry experts. So the girl asked me, well, what are the industry experts that are gonna be there, right? So I don't see how anyone could not think that these people who are doing this event are not qualified, right? Or that you're just going to learn what you're learning on YouTube, right? Because it's only so much, like, I give out a lot of business on YouTube, right? And I don't give you all my shit. I don't give y'all all my shit on YouTube. I don't. I'm just going to keep it 100. Y'all see me on YouTube showing y'all my screen printing? How often do you see me on here screen printing? How often do you see Ken putting his thing down screen printing? Because this is the thing. If I go and I train a company, how they gonna pay me when I'm showing y'all everything on YouTube? Stan show y'all everything. He show y'all a lot of stuff, right? But now he done went to another level. Maybe it started out as a YouTube thing, right? Now he done went to another level. He a fucking industry expert. That's all I like to say about it. Anytime that you can take a channel and grow a channel to the look, my channel has maybe 13,000 subscribers. I've been on YouTube since maybe 2012 or somewhere off in there. Ain't that many subscribers? Okay. This man done really went in here and taught a lot of people a lot of game. And so now he's has this vision. This is for him. This is for him, y'all. I wanted to do the shit. I want to do the shit. I want to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? I had Campbell Bella tell me, yeah, we're going to put something on. We're going to do. I want to do the shit. It wasn't meant for me to do it. It wasn't meant for me to do it. So am I going to sit over here and hate? No. It wasn't meant for me. And saying, I hope that when you get up there, that you let them know. You let them know that you let them know when you get up there, you kill that shit and don't leave no questions. Don't leave no questions. But it's some people, y'all, that if you want to invest in yourself and you're in the Dallas area, I'm telling y'all, Lady Print Boss might not be there. Y'all know that it's my situation is why I may not be there. And then I have in my mind today, because the shit pissed me off, that I said, okay, I'm going to go, right? To support, but I'm going to be, if I'm not there, I'm going to be there in spirit and I'm going to be supporting in spirit. But if you have the ability to get your ass out there, we talking just among us, real talk right now, y'all. If you have the ability to get your ass out there and get out there and do that 2-day event, I'm talking about a 2-day event that's going to boss up your business, take you to another level. When I started going to events and going to things, it fast tracks you, right? Don't be like me where it take you 15 years to learn your craft and really perfect everything that you do. You see what I'm saying? Man, I probably could have had 4 or 5 automatics by now had someone gave me the tools that I needed at a younger age. Now I'm like, shit, I ain't got time for the hustle. I'm just gonna sit back and just chill, right? But anytime that you can make an investment in your business, like you make a print, you go buy a printer, right? Because you want to do let's say what's his name on here, RB said he wants to get into the t-shirt game and he wants to go buy a printer. You go spend that money on a printer. You need to invest in learning how to do the craft that you want to do, because every other industry, people go, they take classes, they go to school. You see what I'm saying? You go to school, you get education, you learn what you do. And it's always good, y'all, to meet up with different people. You go, you meet up with different people, you learn different things. It may be something there that you see done in another way. I've never met anybody in life that I couldn't learn something from. Even if I ain't like your ass, I can learn something from you. You see what I'm saying? So get out there and go and check it out, because it's real, y'all. It's real. Um, Stan said you still can't give it all in a video. No, you can't give it all in a video. Even if I try to give it all in a video, I can't give it all in a video. Erica, I know that you are. Yes, ma'am, Erica. I know you hanging with me, but check this out. Get out there and go hang out there with Stan now. I met Erica at a show, y'all. When I met Erica at a show, I'm gonna keep it 100 to y'all, with y'all. I met Erica at a show and our eyes met. You know why our eyes met? Because we was the only two black people up in the room. We was the only two black people in the room. And we kind of navigated to each other. I'm not gonna call the name of the business that I was at the booth, but you kind of know, like, when people are like avoiding you or not really giving you too much attention, right? Like they're not. Erica was trying to, what were you trying to do, Erica? Erica was trying to look at some sublimation stuff from a company. And the guy kept ignoring her. He kept looking over her, talking to other people. When I walked up, he did the same thing to me, right? He did the same thing to me. Later on, when he found out who I was, then he was embracing. But it's too late now because I was too black for you, right? So it's a big, big accomplishment, a big, big accomplishment to have something put on for. See, Stan calls it the community, right? He calls it the community. It's a big accomplishment, y'all, to have men of color, diversity, let's say diverse, people who are diverse, to have something like this go on, right? Because it wasn't for us. It wasn't for us. The small people, the hustlers, the people who really are at home printing, in your garage printing. Maybe you don't have a whole lot of money. People, I tell y'all all the time, I'm like, hey, people don't really look, like screen printers look at people who are heat pressing and doing DTF and little stuff like that, look down like, what they down there doing? You know what I'm saying? It's just because I come from both sides of the track. You know what I'm saying? I can mingle, I can clean it up. Y'all see me on here and I get raw, a little bit raw. But when I started going to the shows, wasn't nobody in there that looked like me. Wasn't nobody standing up there that speak like me. So just for that alone, you got to go see this boy. Brother, not boy. Man, you got to go and see this brother, man. Him, you got to go see A-Dub. You got to go see Rich. Y'all got to go do it because it's all the way different. It's all the way different now. Like, the way the way that I learned in school, hey, how you go out and you put out flyers. People ain't putting out flyers no more. People ain't putting out flyers no more. 20 years ago, I wasn't email marketing. That's all I do now. That's my specialty, is email marketing. So, hey, if you in Dallas, hit me up. Got a product code for y'all. Get y'all up in there at a discount. You still gonna pay to get in there, but you're gonna get in there at a discount. And hey, you need to really, really get out there. If you can invest, I mean, this is the thing, look at it as an investment in your business. Look at it as an investment in your business, y'all, that you're going to get into, that you're investing in yourself, right? A lot of people think that if it's not physical, if it's not a printer, because this one lady, she said to me, well, I can go for the price that I'm going to go to that, I can go and buy a printer. Yeah, but your ass ain't going to learn how to work that printer. You might go buy the wrong printer, okay? You may not, what you're thinking about doing, you may be thinking about, oh, I'm just going to go into doing some inkjet prints. That may not even be for you. You may go get to that event and you may see somebody doing transfers and you may say, oh, you know what? This is the better method for me, or screen printing is the better method for me, or this or that. You got to open up your mind, think outside the box on some of this stuff sometimes, y'all. Right? Yes, ma'am. It sure what it sure wasn't, Erica. It sure wasn't. It wasn't that but we're not gonna put that person on blast though. We're not gonna put them on blast because it's a lot of things that, you know, it's a lot. It just is what it is. You know. Um it is what it is, but you know, things are getting better. Things are changing. It's still not where we want it to be. It's still not where we want it to be, y'all. But you know, I had a lot of, like I tell y'all all the time, because I'm so vocal, and when I talk my shit, I back my shit up. I tell people all the time, don't come for me unless I send for you. That's how I got known on Facebook and end up getting known to the industry, because certain things that I say, I back my shit up, right? And so then people start looking, damn, who is that over there talking, that woman over there talking all that noise? You know what I'm saying? So because there's not that many women that are in the industry, not that, and then black women who are in the industry. So, you know, I rep for the women. Stan is in here, he rep for the men, he rep for everybody. Stan rep for everybody. I rep for the women. Y'all know I rep for the women. That's my main thing, is to boss up women. And I love my guys too. Let's see, Stan said, let's see what Stan said. Let's see here. Community is priceless. This is what it's all about for me. See what's possible. What's possible is second. Yes, yes. Stan, you deserve this. You deserve this. And you go in there and you kill them, y'all. 100% not a place we can go to network. If you don't talk the talk, they just push you away. Been going to the show for over 10 years. Yeah, they do. They do. They do. Renobia, what you done put my oh, you put my email in the chat for people to hit me. Okay. Yeah, and so that's the thing, y'all. It wasn't, you know, so this is a really, really important event. And I think that I recommend it for anybody to go to. I recommend it for anybody to go to, because there's always going to be something that you can learn about. Like, you may have your print side of your game down and you got all that down, but you need a little help on marketing, or you need to learn some tips, how to advertise, how to do social media stuff. So it's a bunch of different stuff in there, right? It's a bunch of different stuff in there. I don't know if any embroidery information is going to be given out there. That's what I need to get bossed up on embroidery. I'm just throwing it out. Just throwing it out. But yeah, y'all go out there, y'all check out the brother, and you know, see what y'all can do. But Stan, if you're still here, I'm over here out in playing this old DTF transfer here that I'm over here doing on the channel. We're gonna see what it's gonna do, y'all. It's gonna mildew, it's gonna barbecue. We're gonna see what it's gonna do. But like I said, y'all know I'm a screen printer first. Everything else comes behind that for me. It's the best way for me to run my business. Doesn't mean it's the best way for you to run your business. I tell people all the time, you got to figure out what's best for you in your business, right? But I got to get my butt off of here because I got to clean up and get this room together. Y'all, my hair ain't been combed in probably, y'all know I got that hair that will do the fool. So I found in me cleaning up this room, I did find my my flat iron. So I'm gonna be back smooth next time y'all see me. I'm gonna have lips popping, hair banging. I'm gonna be fly, right? Yeah, we still ain't got the wheels on this thing over here. Okay, Renovia just put the Made to Hustle Lab in there. Stan, can you put in, there is a coupon, y'all. He may be gone. I think he may be gone, so we will, yep, he may be gone out of the chat. But that is the regular link to the Made to Hustle, but I do have a product code for y'all. I do have a product code for y'all. So, and let me see. I may be able to. I'm not gonna put it in chat. I'm not gonna put it in chat because my code is for me. It's a special code, so I'm not gonna put it in chat. So email me if y'all want it. I'm gonna hang out for a minute. Tampa, how you doing today? What's going on? I saw you do a YouTube video the other day and I started watching it and then I ended up falling off. What's up, Terrence? What's up? How you doing? So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here on here. So it is 9:30 to 5 p.m. And then they have that VIP dinner. So if you guys want to go and hang out with those men, y'all can, pay a little bit more and go and do the VIP dinner. And then that way you can really, really probably, ask some questions too. But I don't want you sitting up and eating dinner with me asking me 100 questions. But the VIP dinner should be good for people to go in and do lunches every day at 11. Renovia, are you going? Have you decided if you're going to be able to make it out there? Y'all, I probably, if I don't show up on the 25th, then I would show on the 27th. So I'm on the 26th. The 27th, they ain't gonna be long gone. Him and A-Dub and Rich, they gonna be long gone probably. So, because the event is only 2 days. So y'all know. So if I go Renobia, it's gonna be I'm actually thinking that part of me in my mindset, y'all, is telling me to get my butt on a plane or take my butt to the boat and get up out of here that day from just sitting around. So I think that Sunday, I may go and see, I may be able to make it to Made to Hustle and get out there. I know that Big Boy Prince is going and a few other people from Dallas are going to be in the house. But those of y'all that's in Dallas, it ain't that many of us on here because I know it's daytime, but hopefully people will come back in and they'll see it later on. But anyways, y'all, let me get off of here and let me do what I need to do. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. See here. Babe, I don't know if this plug right here is something that we need to be doing or what. Waiting on the babysitter confirmation. Yes, ma'am. Continuing education beyond the screen. I know that's right. I know that's right. Erica, give me a call, sis. Give me a call. And let's talk about some things. Did you see? I know you saw the that print on there. So give me a call. Let's talk about some things. And I'll see y'all later. Or talk to y'all later. Talk to y'all later. Not see y'all later. I talk to y'all later. After the room is clean.